He's questioning the government.
Yeah.
And he says, you know what? He'll continue doing it as long as he can. And you mentioned something. So, tell me something. Growing up, and I know you come from a pedigree, for lack of a better phrase, it's a pedigree of people who stood up to government.
Yes.
Take me back.
I come from a family of real warriors of this nation. My great-grandfather, Senator John Kebaso, was the first senator of Kisii in the Majimbo system after independence. And my late grandfather, Honorable George Morara the late, was a member of parliament for West Mogrango. Unfortunately, both of them lost their lives in circumstances that cannot be coincidence. Honorable George Morara, for instance, died in an assassination because of questioning the death of Tom Mboya. Honorable George Morara had traveled to Zambia. He was on a trip, a parliamentary meeting trip to Zambia. And the killer of Tom Mboya, apparently the government had said that it had charged him with murder and had hanged him, sentenced him to death and hanged him. But when my grandfather was in Zambia, he found the killer of Tom Mboya.
In Zambia?
Yeah, and he was like, oh my, oh my. The guy was there taking alcohol.
No.
In a hotel.
No.
I was like, oh, I thought you died. I thought they hanged you. When he came to Nairobi, he was very livid. He called a press conference and said, we want to exhume the grave of the killer of Tom Mboya and confirm that this person was actually killed. Apparently, the government had organized for him to run away to Zambia. So when he went for a fundraiser in Kakamega, after the fundraiser, as he was driving towards Kisumu, a lorry hit his vehicle, a lorry that was never found and never traced, the lorry. It hit his vehicle head-on, intentionally, and then his vehicle rolled down the hill, and the people got out of the lorry and went to the vehicle, and when they realized he has not died, they hit him with blunt objects until he died. Yeah, that is a gruesome death of George Morara, but he lives on. His spirit lives in us. It lives in the rest of the family. And much as his death was tragic, we've already knelt down and prayed with my family, and we've broken generational, patterns. And I don't think that merely because it happened in my family, it will still happen to me.
That's what worries me and worries a lot of people, is that lineage of yours of people who were killed by, in mysterious circumstances. Are you not worried for yourself?
Well, if I worry too much, I'll not do what I'm doing. Because what I'm doing is extremely risky in the sense that I'm pursuing corruption and saying it as it is, as somebody else would not say it. And in the pursuit of corruption, there are people who have benefited from it, and these people are powerful. And they hold positions that are extremely powerful, and they control even our security agencies. I've had incidences where my phone is tracked, my phone is tapped. I've had incidences where our vehicles that number plates cannot be traced on NTSA hang around my house. I've had such incidences. And even as I go to look for this project, remember some of these projects are in the most interior parts of our nation, sometimes in forests. For example, yesterday when I was doing the water housing program, that's inside a forest, so anything could happen. But I leave my life to God, and I believe that God is going to preserve me as he preserved King David during the time he was being pursued by King Saul, because he had a great future for him. So if I worry too much, I will not do what I'm doing. But I understand that my family is worried. My kids are too small. I have two children. They are too small. They don't understand what's going on. Yeah. But my parents, my wife, my uncles, my aunts, my best friends, my lawyers, they are worried. But much as they are worried, they know who I am. And they know I must do what I'm doing. So
tell me something. Where did you grow up?
I had a difficult